Hey everyone, Joey with Joey's Balloon Company here. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a 2-balloon flower. First I'll teach you how to make it with the stem, and then I'll also teach you how to make it a bracelet. You can find these supplies in the link in the description below. Don't forget to like this video. It really helps our channel and it helps other people find this information as well. Let's get started. Take the color you're going to use for the petals and blow it up to about 4 finger lengths tail. Now tie it off like a pro. For the petals of this flower, we're basically just going to be doing a series of loop twists or leaf twists, or petal twists, whatever you want to call them. They just make a loop in the balloon. They're good for flowers. Let's do it. For your first petal, bend the balloon down on top of itself so that you have a loop about a palm width high. Grab the nozzle with your index finger and thumb and the rest of the balloon with the rest of your hand, because you're going to need this free hand to twist this loop. Put a little bit of pressure on the outside of this balloon, pull back and twist your first loop. Make sure to hang on to your nozzle, because at the end of this twist, we're going to want to stick this nozzle through the loop so that it locks it in place. There we go. Now let's make our second loop. Bend the balloon back on itself again so that you create what is about to be the second loop here. You can adjust the size of your loop depending on how far you pull back on the rest of your balloon. You're going to want to make it as close to the same size as your first one as possible. Once you've got your second loop to the correct size that you want, put a little pressure on your untwisted balloon and twist the loop that you're working on. There we go, that's our second loop. We're going to do this 3 or 4 more times until we have 5 or 6 petals for this flower. Remember, if you get confused in this building process, twist only the petal that you're working on. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. And there's 6 with a little bit extra on the end. The rest of my balloon still has some elasticity to it. If your balloon becomes harder and harder to press in, that means the air inside the balloon is becoming pressurized and it could burst, so be careful. I don't really need the rest of my balloon, so I'm just going to cut a hole in the top of this to let the air out and then tie it back in. You can also do this with your teeth, but this is a professional YouTube video, so I'm going to use some scissors. What we're left with is just a shrunken piece of balloon. Wrap it around as many petals as you can to prevent this from coming undone. We have what looks like a kernel of popcorn here, so let's orient them so that all of them are evenly spaced out like the petals of a flower. You're going to want to orient all of the petals so that they're facing each other on each side. You should end up with something like this. It's okay if not all your petals are the same size, because not all petals on flowers are the same size either. Alright, let's get our stem. First, make a 1-inch bubble in your stem. Next, we're going to slide this twist on your stem into the main twist that's the middle of your flower. Remember, if you have trouble doing this part, put pressure on the side of your balloon where air has room to go. There's no room for air to go anywhere on this bubble, so don't put pressure on this bubble. If I put pressure right here, I still have a lot of room for my balloon, so we're good to go. Here's what this is going to look like attaching your stem to your petals. You can twist the left side and the right side of this to make sure that you're all the way in the twist of your petals. Next, I'm going to hide this nozzle. You're welcome to leave this here, it doesn't really make a difference, but I just think it looks cleaner without a nozzle sticking up on top. All I'm going to do is hold this nozzle close to the bottom of this bubble, lift up the bubble and twist, and it will hide my nozzle. Then I can just let go of the nozzle and it'll stay on its own. That's a pretty good looking flower so far. Next, we're going to make 2 loop twists to make it look like 2 little sprouts coming off of a stem. You can do these loop twists one at a time, or a faster way to do it is to fold the balloon into an S shape and then twist it right down the middle. Here's how this is done. Once you have your S shape, you're going to squeeze it right down the middle and twist both sides in opposite directions. Now orient it so that your petals are on top and your 2 sprouts are on the sides. You can even add a third one in here if you like, or more down at the bottom. Totally up to you. So I just added a third loop twist right here, and see how it's kind of separated from this other twist? In order to fix that, I'm going to twist these two twists together, and that will get both twists on top of each other. And there we go, that's our flower. Now I'm going to teach you how to make a bracelet out of this flower instead of putting a stem on it. Don't forget to like this video if you're finding it helpful. For a flower bracelet, you're going to need to do the petals the same exact way, and instead of blowing up a full balloon for the stem, only blow up a 1-inch bubble that will be the center color and the bracelet color of your flower. First, twist the bottom of your 1-inch bubble into the center of your petals. Next, we're going to hide that nozzle like we did last time because it just looks a lot better. Now we're going to take the very end of our bracelet and just wrap it around a bunch of petals until it gets stuck. Now reorient your petals so that they're all even. And there you have it, that is your balloon flower bracelet. If your bracelet has air in it still, you can cut a small hole in it to let the air release. Also, if you're making this for a kid, they have much smaller wrists, so you can just pull it, twist it, and stick their hand through it again. And that will tighten it up a little bit. You don't want it so tight that it's cutting off the circulation, obviously, but it's a good way for kids to have a balloon animal without having to hold on to it. Thanks for watching! Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for some more balloon twisting tutorials. If you live in the United States or Canada and you think you've got what it takes to work with us as a balloon twister or a balloon decorator, check out our website for more details. See you next time!
What are you doing?